So let's start. So in this case, because this is in denominator, this part is in denominator, first thing we know that this cannot be equal to 0. If this part is in denominator, we know that this part cannot be equal to 0. Also, this whole function comprises of 1 upon something, right? Now this something should not be equal to 0. This we have already taken care of, right? So when this is not equal to 0, we will remove those part of x. Also, this something has an under root in it. So this something itself is under root of mod of x minus x. So this mod of x minus x should be greater than or equal to 0. This mod of x minus x should be greater than or equal to 0 because this is an under root, and because this whole thing is in denominator, this cannot be equal to 0. That means this mod of x minus x should be greater than 0, not even equal to. This equal to sign will remove because this should not be equal to 0. Okay, so I will solve this for mod of x minus x should be greater than 0. So this will give you mod of x should be greater than x. Mod of x should be greater than x. Okay, now this I cannot solve it directly. I have to break down this x into two parts. First, one is when x is greater than 0, greater than or equal to, or x is less than 0. Okay, when x is greater than or equal to 0, this mod of x, when x is greater than or equal to 0, this mod of x will open as it is. This mod of x is open as it is, so this will become x greater than x. Can a number be greater than itself? No. A number cannot be greater than itself. Like 1 cannot be greater than 1. 2 cannot be greater than 2. 0 cannot be greater than 0. Okay. So when x is mod, and when we remove this mod when x is greater than or equal to 0, x will open as it is. So x cannot be equal to 0. So that means this cannot be the domain. Okay. Now I'll check for x less than 0. For x less than 0, this will be minus x. For x less than 0, this mod will open as minus x. This will be greater than x. Right? When x is less than 0, this suppose x is minus 1. X is minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 will become 1. And this x will become minus 1. So my 1 will be greater than minus 1. Right? Similarly, for all such values, when x is less than 0, this will be true. So that means for x less than 0, this will be true for all x belonging to real negative. Okay. So that means the domain of this function will belongs to real negative. That means will belongs to minus infinity to 0. Now in this case, we have removed 0 because if I substitute 0 in this, this will become 1 by 0. If 1 by 0 is not defined. Okay. So that means the domain will become minus infinity to 0 for this. Okay. Fine. Okay. After this, we look at some properties of log. Okay. So we'll look at the properties of log. So logarithmic functions. I hope you already have done the logarithmic properties and the log properties for weak and stock base in 11th class. So first, I'll write log b base a is equals to f of x or log of x base a f of x, right? This is a function log a. So when now the properties on these two will be that a should be greater than 0. The properties on log will be a should be greater than 0 and a should not be equals to 1. This base should be greater than 0 and a should not be equals to 1. This is the first condition on log. Second condition, that x should be greater than 0. That x should be greater than 0. X should be greater than 0. These are the two conditions on log. I hope all of you know this, right? Now, when a is greater than 0 and a is not equals to 1, a is greater than 0 and a is not equal to 1, I can break this a into two parts. First part is when a is greater than 0 and less than 1. Why a should be greater than 0 and not equals to 1. So a can be greater than 0 or less than 1. Second part is when a is greater than 1. Okay. Now if you remember, this is this base. This base when a is greater than 0, the base when it is greater than 0 and less than 1, this is known as weak base. This is known as weak base. When a is greater than greater than 1, this is known as strong base. Strong base. Okay. For weak base, the graph of log will be, for weak base, the graph of log will be something like this. And for strong base, for strong base, the graph of log will be something like this. And for weak base, I'll write it here. And for weak base, the graph of log will be something like this. Fine. This will get inverted. So this is what point 1, 0. Also this is what point 1, 0. For this is a is greater than 1, and for this is a is less than 1, greater than 0. Okay. In both the cases, x will be greater than 0. X will be greater than 0. So domain of x will be greater than 0 in both the cases. This is just a recap of log functions. I know you have already done this in 11. So this is just a revision, a very brief revision. Okay. Right. Now I will give you a question in which you have to find the domain of this function. So find the domain of the function given as f of x is equals to log 2 x plus 3. Find the domain of this function given by log 2 base 2 x plus 3, x square plus 3x plus 2. I'll give you 2 minutes. Try to solve this question and tell me the domain of this function. Okay, so let's solve this one. Fine. So this is a different kind of a function in which we have two different parts. First is this thing, the second is this. This is numerator and this is the denominator. Okay, numerator is itself a different function. Numerator is itself it's a different function, and denominator is different. Okay, so numerator is what? Numerator is a logarithmic function, and denominator is what? Denominator is a quadratic expression. Okay, numerator is logarithmic function and denominator is a quadratic expression. So how to find the domain of this? See, if suppose I will take some values of x, and log rejects those values. Okay, for example, suppose if I take log the value of x as -5. If I take value of x as -5, forget about the denominator. If I take the value of x as -5, if I substitute in this, it will become log -2 base 2. Log of -2 base 2. Now, is it defined? That is not defined for log, because whatever is inside should be positive. So when the function cannot take a value for numerator, there is no point of checking for that value in the denominator. Okay. Similarly, if there are some values which denominator cannot take, we need not to check those values for the numerator. Okay. That means this function, any function f of x, if it can be broken down into two parts, which is g of x and h of x, where g of x and h of x are itself a function, I have to check the domain of domain of g of x separately. I will check domain of g of x separately. I will check domain of h of x separately. Okay, so domain of g of x, domain of h of x. Also, because this h of x is in denominator, I will remove all those value of x. I will remove all those value of x for which h of x is 0. Okay, because otherwise it will be something divided by 0. Okay, so that means the domain of f of x will be domain of g of x intersection domain of h of x minus all those values of x, x such that h of x is equal to 0. I hope this is okay. I will find the domain of g of x. I will find the domain of h of x. I will take the intersection. Intersection will give me what? Only those values which are satisfied by numerator as well as denominator. Okay. Minus those values of h of x for which the denominator is 0. Minus the values of h of x for which minus the value of x for which h of x is equal to 0. Okay. So first I will find the domain of log base 2. I will find the domain of log base 2 x plus 3. Okay. Now for this, what should be the domain? This should be greater than 0. X plus 3 should be greater than 0. So that means x should be greater than minus. So the domain of numerator, belongs to minus 3 to infinity. The domain of numerator minus 3 to infinity. Okay. Also, I will check for the denominator. Denominator is x square plus 3x plus 2. Okay. Now this is a quadratic expression. This can take all the values of x. So the domain of denominator will belongs to real. That means minus infinity to infinity. Okay. Minus those values of h of x, those values of denominator where it is equals to 0. So x square plus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. This will give you two roots, which is x is equals to minus 1 and x is equals to minus 1. Okay. So that means I will take the intersection of these two. So intersection of these two will be because this is a real set. So intersection of these two will be this only. So the intersection of both these values will be this only. Okay. So from this, I will remove these two because for these two, this denominator will be 0. So the domain of this overall function will be minus 3 to infinity minus 1 comma minus 2. Minus 3 to infinity comma minus 1 minus 2. Okay. Just check if it is correct. Check if you are able to understand this. No, bache, in log, base should be greater than 0. Base should be greater than 0 and not equals to minus 1. In log function, the base should be greater than 0 and not equals to one. The base should be greater than 0 and not equal to 1. Okay. This is the condition for base, and whatever is log, x should be greater than 0. X should be greater than 0. X cannot be negative. Log of minus 1, 2 is not defined. Log of negative values is not defined. This cannot be negative. This has to be positive. Log can give you negative values. That means log of 1 by 2 base 2 will give you minus 1. Log can give you negative values, but log cannot take negative values. Understood? What is mean by h of x is equal to 0 means by this is h of x, that means this is equal to 0. The denominator is equal to 0. Wherever the denominator is 0, for example, in this case we are getting denominator is equal to 0 at minus 1. So when I substitute minus 1 in this, so what I got is f of x was equals to log base 2 x plus 3 upon x square plus 3x plus 2. Okay, now see, when this I have taken as h of x. So when h of x is equal to 0, that means 3x plus x square plus 2 is equal to 0. This will give me x is equals to minus 1 and minus 2. When I substitute minus 1 in this, I will substitute minus 1 in this. So I will get log base 2 minus 1 plus 3, and in denominator I will get 1 minus 3 plus 2. So this will become log 2 base 2 upon 0. But is this defined? This is not defined. Hence, minus 1 and minus 2. Similarly, I will get for minus 2. F of minus 2 will be log 1 base 2 upon 4 minus 6 plus 2. This will be log 1 base 2 upon 0. This is also not defined. So I will remove this minus 1 and this minus 2 from the domain. That is why I have removed minus 1 and minus 2. That is what this means by when h of x is equal to 0. I hope this is clear now. Okay, let's move on to the next example. Okay, you have to find a domain of f of x given as 1 by log 10 1 minus x plus root of x plus 2. Find the domain of this function. Okay, let's solve this one. Fine. So in this question also, we have this function divided into two parts. One is this and the other one is this. Okay, these are the two different components of this function. These two functions are separately a function in itself or a mapping in itself, and they are added up. So this will have a domain of itself. This function will have a domain of itself. Also, this second part will also have a domain of itself, right? So this, if I'll take this function as h of x, and if I'll take this function as g of x, so domain of h of x will be separate and domain of g of x will be separate. Okay, so these two functions I can take it separately, h of x and g of x. Okay, now the domain of this and the domain of this, I will have to take the intersection. Why? Because suppose some values of x which this cannot take. Suppose the values of x which this cannot take, I cannot take the value of x for this whole right? So when I'll take the intersection of these two domains, it will mean that all those values of x which this can take as well as this can take at the same time. Okay, for example, in this, if -5 I cannot take for this function, there is no point of keeping -5 for the whole, because this function will reject that -5. This is okay, fine. So I will find the domain of g of x first. I will find the domain of this part first. So domain of g of x means under root of x plus 2. Domain of g of x means under root of x plus 2. Domain of x plus 2, because this is g of x. On this case, only x plus 2 should be greater than or equal to 0. For this one, x plus 2 should be greater than or equal to 0. So that means x should be greater than or equals to -2. So for the second part, the domain will be, so domain of g of x will belongs to -2 included till infinity. From -2 till infinity, this part can take any value. This is okay, fine. Now second is, I will find the domain of this. So we have to find the domain of, you have to find the domain of 1 upon log base 10 1 minus x, and this is I have taken as h of x. Now here many students might have done mistake. Why is that? Because see, this should, we know that first I will take this denominator part. For numerator, no matter what value of x you will substitute, it won't matter, it won't change anything, because it's a constant. The only thing which matters is the denominator. So whatever is the domain of the denominator will be the domain. Okay, so we just have to check the domain of 1 minus x. So domain of 1 minus x is, so if domain of this part will be 1 minus x should be greater than 0. That means 1, so that means 1 should be greater than x. So that means for this one, x should be less than 1. For this part, x should be less than 1. That means from minus infinity till 1. Now, from minus infinity till 1 included. Minus infinity till 1 excluded, because 1 cannot take. This has to be greater than 0. Now, the thing to be noticed is this 1 by log of something, this part log of this thing will also take some value of x for which this will be 0. This can also take 0 value. Log base 10 1 minus x, this part can also take 0 value. I have to check, but I have to remove this when this is having 0 value. So this is log base 10 1 minus x is equals to 0. When this is 0, when 1 minus x is equals to 1, when 1 minus x is equals to 1, that means 1 minus x is equals to 1, that means x is equals to 0. By for x is equal to 0, when I substitute x is equal to 0, this will become log 1 base 10. Log 1 base 10 is what? 0. Log 1 base 10 is 0, so 1 by 0 is not defined. If 1 by 0 is not defined, that means I have to remove x is equal to 0 from this part. So I will remove this x is equal to 0 from this part. So this will become, so now I have got two different domains. Domain of this as this and domain of this as this. Now what I have to do? I have to take the intersection. So domain of the first part was -2 to infinity. So domain of first part was -2 included to infinity union, and the domain of second part was, minus infinity to 1, minus 0. Okay, so if I take the intersection of these two, this will give me -2 included, comma 1 minus 0. -2 to infinity and minus infinity to 1. So the included part will be, the intersection will be -2 to 1 minus 0. Okay, just check this. Some of you have given me answer -2. I think some of you have given answer -2 to 1 minus 0. Remember this bracket included or not included is very important. If I substitute minus with the original question, this will become log 3 base 10. Fine, log 3 base 10 is okay. And this will become 0, under root of 0, right? Under root of 0. So this is also defined, this is also defined. So minus 2 can be included. Okay, I will explain this once again. See, this part is okay. This part is okay. Everybody must have done this part. Okay. Now the thing to notice is this thing, this h of x. I have to find the domain for h of x. Okay. I'll find the domain of h of x once again. So h of x is given as 1 upon log base 10 1 minus x. Log base 10 1 minus x. Now this becomes h of x is equals to 1 upon log base 10 1 minus x. Okay. Now see, in this question I had two different parts, numerator as well as denominator. So what I did, I found the domain of numerator, I found the domain of denominator, minus when the denominator is equal to 0. I will do exactly same thing for h of x. I will write this one as numerator, I will write this as k of x. This is denominator, I will write this as L of x. Okay, I'm writing these two as different functions. So first is k of x is equals to 1. K of x is equals to 1. Now this is a constant function. The domain of constant function is, so domain of k of x is equals will belongs to real numbers. But this is a constant function numerator. Whatever you substitute, but numerator is a constant. So whatever you substitute, it will give you 1 only. So there is no problem with numerator. Now we have denominator as L of x. So L of x is equals to log base 10 1 minus x. Okay. Now what should I take? By 1 minus x should be greater than 0. Okay. And this is, so x should be less than 1. This we got. Also L of x should not be equals to 0. L of x should not be equal to 0. So I will find the value of x where L of x is equal to 0. So that means log of 1 minus x base 10 equal to 0. This will give me x is equals to 0. This will give me x is equal to 0, because when I substitute x is equal to 0, this will become log 1 base 10. Log 1 of any base will be equals to 0. Okay, that is why I will remove this 0. I hope this is okay. Fine. Okay. Okay, now next question. Find the domain of the following function. Fx is equals to 3 upon 4 minus x square plus log base 10 x cube minus x. Find the domain of this. For the previous one, I'm telling you the answer. The previous one, the answer was, for the previous question, the answer was -2 included to 1 minus 0. This was the answer. From -2 to 1 minus of 0. This was the answer for the previous question. Okay, now I'll try to solve this one. Fine. Okay, so now this also again can be divided into two parts. This also can be divided into two parts. I will take this as one function. Let this be m of x and this be h of x. Okay, first is I will find for m of x. So for m of x, domain for m of x. Okay, to find a domain for m of x, this is m of x is equals to 3 upon 4 minus x square. 3 upon 4 minus x square. Now this is this is numerator. This part is numerator and this part is denominator. So what we have to do? I have to take the domain of numerator intersection domain of denominator minus for those x such that denominator is equal to 0. Domain of numerator intersection domain of the denominator minus of such x such that denominator is equal to 0. Okay, now numerator is 3. What will be the domain of 3? Domain of 3 will be real numbers, because it won't matter what x you take, it will be a constant function. By 3 is a constant function, right? So no matter what x you take, it will be giving you 3. So we don't have any problem with 3. We don't have any problem with any constant. Okay, intersection domain of the denominator. Now denominator is 4 minus x square. So denominator is 4 minus x square. This is a quadratic expression. This is the quadratic expression. Domain of any quadratic expression is real number. So for denominator also it is real number. So for these two, we do not have any problem individually. We do not have any problem with 3. We do not have any problem with 4 minus x square individually. Okay, but we will have problem with 4 minus x square when it is divided. So we have to remove the values of denominator when it is equal to 0. So whenever denominator 4 minus x square is equal to 0, so that means x is equals to plus minus 2. For x is equals to plus minus 2, we will have the denominator is equal to 0. So I will remove from here plus minus 2. Okay. So for this part, the domain becomes real minus plus minus 2. I will remove plus minus 2 from the real values. I hope for this one it is okay. For this one it is okay for everyone. Fine. I will find the domain for the second part, which is log of x cube minus x base 10. So now it is, second part is log base 10 x cube minus 6. Okay, so this is the function given. I have to find the domain of this function. To find the domain of this function, I just have to do is x cube minus x should be greater than 0. X cube minus x should be greater than 0. Now if I have to find this thing is greater than 0, remember we have done something like this in wavy curve method. To find this domain, what we'll do? First we'll find out the factors. So what are the factors? X into, so factors of x cube minus x. So the factors of this will be x into x square minus 1. This can further simplify into x minus 1 into x plus 1. X into x minus 1 into x plus 1. Okay. Now second is finding the critical points. Finding the critical points. Or in simpler words, finding the roots or zeros of this particular function, these factors. So critical points will be x is equal to 0, x is equals to 1, and x is equals to minus 1. Now third step was we have to find we have to arrange these in ascending orders. Ascending orders means -1, 0, 1. Ascending orders will become -1, 0 and 1. Now at x tending to infinity, at one extreme, x tending to infinity, I will find the sign. So when x tending to infinity, this will become positive. Positive. If this is positive, this will become negative. This will become positive. This will become negative. Alternate. Positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay. So this will be the wavy curve. Remember, this is not the actual graph of this function. I'm just drawing this to show that this is positive and then coming negative and then positive. This, because of this representation, it is known as wavy curve. Okay. So I will take only those values where it is positive. I will take only those values where it is positive. That means this and this part and this part. So what is this part? This part is -1 to 0 union, this part is 1 to infinity. Okay. Now, will I include -1 and 0? Will I include -1 and 0? At -1 and 0 as well as 1, this part x cube minus x is becoming what? Equal to 0. At -1, 0 and 1, this part is becoming equal to 0. Log of 0 is not defined. So that is why I will exclude these -1, 0 and 1. Okay. So the domain of I've taken it as h of x. The domain of h of x is equals to this. Okay. Domain of h of x is this. Domain of h of x is this. And domain for m of x was r minus plus minus 2. And domain of m of x is equals to r minus plus minus 2. I will take the intersection of these two. Intersection of these two will be r minus. So this will be taken as intersection. So this is -1 to 0 union 1 to infinity minus plus minus 2. Okay. In this case, -2 is already excluded, so I need not to include -2. So I will just exclude plus 2. Okay. I will explain the whole once again. First, you just look at this. I will explain the whole part once again. Okay. Fine. So the question was, you have to find the domain of f of x is equals to 3 by 4 minus x square plus log base 10 x cube minus x. Okay. What I'll do is I will break this into two parts. This, I will take this as m of x, and this I will take this as h of x. So this I have broken down into two parts, m of x and h of x. First I will find the domain for m of x. M of x is equals to 3 upon 4 minus x square. M of x is equals to 3 upon 4 minus x square. Now, as we have done before, I will take this as numerator and I will take this as denominator. Then what I have to do? I have to find the domain of numerator intersection domain of denominator minus the values of x for which denominator is equal to 0. Okay. What will be the domain of numerator? When numerator is a constant, constant function means constant function. That means suppose f of x is equals to some constant k. Or in this case, it is equals to 3. F of x is equals to 3. So the function will be something like this. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is y is equals to 3. But this is a constant function. No matter what x you take, it will be constant. So the domain of this is R. Understood? Now, what is denominator? 4 minus x square. My denominator is 4 minus x square. 4 minus x square, so domain will be R, because no matter what x you will take, you will get some real value of 5. No matter what x you will take, you will get some real value of 5. Understood? Now, I have to subtract what? I have to subtract the values of x for which the denominator is 0. That is what I have done here. I have to subtract those values of x for which the denominator is equal to 0. 4 minus x square is equals to 0. That means x is equals to plus minus 2. Right? So I will remove plus minus 2. So intersection of real and real is real. Real minus plus minus 2. So this is the domain of m of x. This is the domain of m of x. Okay. Now what I do, I'll find the domain of h of x. Now h of x is log base 10 x cube minus x. Okay. Now what this x cube minus x should be greater than 0. By this will give you the domain directly. This will give you the domain directly. This part should be greater than 0. Now this will be solved using wavy curve, which we have done yesterday. So x cube minus x should be greater than 0. First thing what we'll do, we'll find the factors. We'll find the factors. So these are the factors. Then finding the critical points. Find the critical points. So these are the critical points: 0, 1, minus 1. Then arranging in ascending order: minus 1, 0, 1, and then using the wavy curve. Okay. I found this that this will be the domain from minus 1 to 0 and from 1 to infinity. Then I will take the intersection of h of x and m of x. So this will be the intersection of h of x and m. Okay. Fine. After this, fine. After this, so this was some examples. After this, we'll do some questions on finding the domain for trigonometric functions also. Okay. So if there is any doubt, you can post it. You can write. You can send a message, and I'll explain. Okay. Fine. And I'll show you all the slides. You can take the photos. Take. I'll explain the last part once again. Once you just take out the snapshots. Fine. So this was the last part. So in this last part, we have tried to find out the domain of the second part of this function was h of x. So I have tried to find out the domain of h of x. To find a domain of h of x, we just have to find wherever this is greater than 0, that will be the domain. So this should be greater than 0. That means this should be greater than 0. Same thing I've written, x cube minus x. If this is greater than 0, I know how to find this. This is wavy curve method. Now, to find where this is greater than 0, I will use wavy curve. So to find the wavy curve, I have already given you the algo. The algo is first find out the factors. So for this one, the factors will be x into x minus 1 into x plus 1. Okay. Now finding the critical points. Critical points means this is 0, this is 0. For different factors, I will keep equals to 0. So when this is 0, x is equal to 0. When second factor is equal to x is equals to 1. And third is x equals to minus 1. Now third step of wavy curve was arranging in ascending order. So arranging in ascending order means minus 1, 0 and 1. Okay. Then for x tending to infinity, I will find the sign. This is positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay. So this will, at these two intervals, it will be positive. These two intervals, it is positive. That means domain of this part will be minus 1 to 0, union 1 to infinity. Okay. Now remember, this is the domain of only h of x. This is the domain of only h of x. I have to take intersection with domain of m of x. M of x's domain was r minus plus minus 2. So this is the domain of h of x minus this domain, intersection of this domain and this domain. So this is r minus plus minus 2 intersection this. So this intersection will come out to be minus 1 to 0 union 1 to infinity minus plus minus 2. Okay. Just check it at home. Check once again. If you are not able to understand, we'll do one more, few more questions. I hope from there you will be able to understand it. Okay.